Hello everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Illegal street races, takeovers, and sideshows are the cause of many tragedies in Los Angeles. The LA Police Department and the nonprofit Street Racing Kills have collaborated to stop these dangerous activities from taking place. Let's take a look.
During the pandemic, we continued to hear about these horrific tragedies as a result of street racing, street takeovers, and street sideshows. So we partnered with the organization nonprofit Street Racing Kills to help sponsor some of their programs, their rehabilitation programs, their educational programs for our future drivers.
Point of evidence is the 6th Street Viaduct Bridge. As everybody saw across the world, that this bridge was taken over by street racers after the grand opening in July, and we had to do maximum enforcement on this bridge for about 4 weeks, and it really curbed it. We've installed surveillance cameras on the bridge. We have active patrols on the bridge 24 hours a day. Anyone that's doing any kind of activity is pulled over immediately and cited. If they're obviously operating in a street race or perhaps driving too fast or modified exhaust, whatever the case may be. But this is a perfect example of how we could curb it.
It's such a dangerous situation that the Auto Club wanted to partner with Street Racing Kills and the LAPD to put a stop to this, to save lives, to prevent others from losing their lives like many families have already lost loved ones.
As my daughter Valentina D'Alessandro was killed due to a street racing crash back in December 7, 2013. Almost 9 years ago, and it doesn't get any easier. The pain never goes away. You just learn to live with it. I like today to urge everyone that is driving out there not to destroy a family during this holiday season due to a selfish act. May no mother ever experience the loss of a child. May no family member experience the loss of a loved one due to reckless driving. May not that change your life or the things that can change in your life. May love change your life in a positive way.
A big step was taken in the goal to make Los Angeles greener. The city council voted in favor of banning new gas developments and beginning the closure of gas and oil drilling operations in the city. This measure is not just good for the environment, but also for Angelenos living close to these operation sites.
Item number 26, called special by Councilmember Koretz.
Good afternoon. We're really proud today to bring forward this ordinance to prohibit drilling and extraction in the city of Los Angeles.
This is a very significant step in the city's environmental history. We are banning new gas development, and we are beginning the process of amortization and closure of existing oil and gas drilling operations in the city of Los Angeles.
Living in proximity to these oil drilling sites is super problematic. So it's really an issue of equity and our public health and of getting our air cleaner.
People are getting actively sick by living too close to these toxic industrial sites that absolutely have no place near homes and churches and other houses of worship and schools and synagogues.
People who are living literally in the shadow of oil derricks have cried out for help for generations, and today the City Council acted in a decisive way to ensure that help is on the way for them.
This is a city that grew because of the oil industry. So we really had to look in our own backyards and think, what are we doing here? And what little piece can we do? And now that we're doing it, we've done it, we can be a leader for other cities across the world.
This may be the most important step towards environmental justice that this council has taken in recent memory. And there's more to do, but let's celebrate this success right now while we have it.
Did you know that the main cause of fires during the holiday season are candles? In order to have a happy and safe holiday season, the Los Angeles Fire Department shared with us some important safety tips. Check it out.
During the holiday season, the main cause of fires are candles. Candles become a hazard that's even increased by double during the holiday season. when having a candle, which is an open source of fire, and then you have a combustible, such as a Christmas tree, you have a deadly combination for a fire in the residence. The main things to remember is to make sure that candles are used in a safe manner. Making sure that you keep these at least 3 feet away from anything that is flammable, it's very important. Heating is also a leading cause of fires during the winter. Make sure that you keep any flammable, combustible materials away from furnaces or any electrical heaters. That's why we encourage people to have synthetic or non-natural Christmas trees in the home and to always use UL-rated LED lights. When hanging up Christmas lights, it's important to be careful how you are hanging the lights. The use of ladders can be hazardous when not used correctly as they are designed. Making sure you have a 4-point contact on the ladder at all times is very important. Also, making sure that you're wearing the correct type of shoes when climbing a ladder is another safety hazard that you must observe. Using clips is a much safer way than trying to drive a nail through an electrical light. Nails can cause the shielding around the electrical wire to be broken, and they're causing a short circuit. When selecting a Christmas tree, it is important to make sure you select a tree that's been watered well. Selecting a dried out tree can be hazardous because it becomes highly combustible around candles or anything else that produces heat, such as lights. People with pets should be aware that the pets can knock over candles. Especially cats are very curious about anything that has a flame around it. So let's make sure that those candles are out of reach of children and pets. Los árboles secos pueden llegar a ser un peligro para la familia. Hay que asegurar que nosotros desechamos los árboles y los reciclamos cortándolos a la mitad y poniéndolos en el basurero verde. Again, keeping yourself and your family safe is of prime importance, and let's always remember, fire alarms save lives. Test your alarm before the holiday season begins.
If you want to stay up to date with the latest recommendations and tips from the Los Angeles Fire Department, visit LAFD.org. LA City Council votes to approve the Fair Work Week ordinance. The Madrid Theater holds a groundbreaking to begin its renovation, and the LADWP ends shutoffs on people unable to pay their bills. All these stories up next on City Beat.
City Council voted to approve the Fair Work Week ordinance, which provides retail and grocery workers greater regularity in scheduling. The ordinance requires that employees be provided with a work schedule 14 days in advance and guarantees 10 hours of rest between shifts.
These are our frontline workers, many of whom are people of color, women, and heads of household. This policy will not only benefit them, but their families and the broader community.
Employees will receive a good faith estimate for work hours when hired and can decline hours added to the schedules on short notice. Applying to retailers with 300 or more employees globally, the ordinance will potentially impact an estimated 70,000 Angelenos.
This monumental change and adoption of this new ordinance is going to help, I believe, be a catalytic force in helping to assist us in uplifting more families out of poverty, particularly those who so often have to parse together the different employment opportunities to ensure that their families can be provided for.
To learn more about City Council policies and meetings, visit lacity.gov/government. The Madrid Theater, which is part of the Canoga Park Arts District, held a groundbreaking to mark the beginning of its $10.7 million renovation. The theater, which is operated by the Department of Cultural Affairs, was originally built in 1926.
Oh, we're just thrilled because what this means for our audience and what this means for the community is that we can produce even more performing arts here. And we can bring it to a caliber that is a step above community theater and make it one of the best community theaters there are.
After the original structure was destroyed in the Northridge earthquake, it was rebuilt and reopened in 1998 as a community cultural space. The 2-year project will include the renovation of the lobby, facade work, new lighting and stage equipment, and other interior improvements.
It will be the envy of community theaters everywhere, around the world, not just around the city.
Find out more about the arts community of the West Valley at cd3.lacity.org. The LA Board of Water and Power Commissioners has approved a motion to end water and power shutoffs for low-income LADWP customers. This will stop the practice of using shutoffs on those unable to pay their bills as a debt collection tool. Residential customers enrolled in Easy Save or the Senior Citizen Lifeline Discount Program will be eligible for shutoff protection. All customers are protected during extreme weather events such as extreme heat episodes that can harm public health and safety.
Low-income communities and communities of color such as South LA, East Los Angeles, portions of the San Fernando Valley and the harbor area are disproportionately impacted by high utility burden, debt burden, by arrearages, and by water or power shutoffs.
The board's action followed a review of equity-related water and power shutoff patterns conducted by LADWP. To learn more about qualifications for all of LADWP's assistance programs, visit ladwp.com/financial assistance.
Just like in the movies, the 90th Hollywood Christmas Parade brought magic and wonder to the heart of our city. Attendees who came from all over the world had the chance to see dancers, stars like Danny Trejo, a flying gingerbread man, and even Santa up close. Let's take a look.
This is a great event. It's the 90th anniversary of the Hollywood Christmas Parade, the 75th anniversary of Marine Toys for Tots. The crowds are always great. People are ready for some joy and happiness, and that's what parades are all about.
This parade, and it's like unbelievable. You know, I've been in it, I've been in the Rose Bowl, but this is Los Angeles. You know, this is the Los Angeles Parade, and we got it all.
We have families and friends of the Los Angeles City Fire Department. Very honored to represent our 3,779 members, and we're all ready to kick off the parade. We're excited.
This is the 90th Hollywood Christmas Parade, an amazing community tradition, probably one of the best parades anywhere in the country, and we saved it in the city of LA.
I liked all the bands and the dancers. It just is so fun. Brings me back to when I was a kid and was doing it too.
I really love the ginger balloon. The ginger man, is it called that?
I think Danny Trejo. I like him. I see his movies.
I'm very happy to be here. I love very much Los Angeles. I wish all the best in Christmas time. I think this is the best time on the year.
Let's all come together this year, all of it. I don't want to hear no gang violence. I don't want to hear nothing. Just all of us. Let's get together because look at. You know, we're not at war anymore. We're at war with viruses, and the viruses kill no matter what color you're wearing. So let's do everything we can for each other.
Co-sponsored by the Toys for Tots, their 75th year of making sure that a child will wake up with a toy on Christmas morning. So it's amazing. So I want to make sure people understand that you have plenty of time to give. You got plenty of time to give all year round. So give, dig deep. Understand that it's been a tough time for Americans. But right now, maybe we're coming up out of the darkness and into the light. Give a child a gift.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Ho, 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 ho.
Such an honor. I used to cruise these streets in the 60s. You know what I mean? I grew up here in LA, and so it's just such an honor to be here.
The holidays are a time for warm sweaters, hot chocolate, and ice skating. The Pershing Square Holiday Ice Rink made a much-anticipated comeback this year, with kids and adults alike putting on ice skates. Let's check out this fun outdoors activity made possible by the LA Rec and Parks Department.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The rink is now open.
We are doing our official launch of the holiday ice rink. During COVID, we weren't able to open this ice rink, but we're happy to announce that today is the start of, as you can see behind me, the opening of the holiday ice rink here at Pershing Square in downtown LA.
The Commission supports the Department of Recreation and Parks in all the parks throughout the city. Of course, Pershing Square is a very special park because it's in the heart of the city. So I encourage all the community to look at their local park to see what events are happening there, because there are a lot of events throughout the year, and particularly now during the holiday season.
We appreciate, all these events, especially for us to have a lot of kids. If they have like free events or any kind of fun activity with the kids, I always try to bring them out. So it's kind of nice that a lot of the different communities get together and make stuff for kids because they're off their electronics for a bit. So that's great.
We're in LA, so to find an ice skating rink, it's kind of difficult sometimes. To have it here in the middle of the city, it's really nice.
We're very excited to skate here. I get to go out with her so everyone can see how really amazing at skating I am.
I think that, obviously due to COVID, there were some restrictions, but, we felt that it was really important that we bring back this type of activity, not only for just mental health, but just to bring community together, especially at this time of good spirit. I mean, look at all the happy faces that you see out there. I mean, this is what it's all about. It was a lot of hard work to get it to this point and to bring this back, but I'm so happy that it's here, and it's the start of an amazing holiday season.
Adults and children aren't the only ones having fun during the holidays. Stick around to see a special event involving the animals at the LA Zoo. Can you imagine having 50 tons of snow to play with and slide down on right here in our sunny city of angels? Well, that's what this year's Wilmington Wonderland had to offer. Children attending could also enjoy some craft activities, games, and even participate in some classic snowball fights.
Today, we are happy to invite the public to Waterfront Park at our annual Wilmington Winter Wonderland. We're excited. We've been doing this for about 15 years. There was a hiatus because of the pandemic, but we're happy to invite the children to come and play in 50 tons of snow that has just been laid out for them to enjoy. We also have some craft activities, some game activities. Welcome. It's a beautiful day to come and enjoy some snow in Wilmington.
They get to get out the house and experience the snow, and they have a good time.
Some of it's like arts and crafts, some of it's gonna just like basically have activities just so we could just use it and like have fun here.
Pues me parece bien porque facilita a las personas que no pueden acceder a esos recursos fácilmente. Siento que se hace más fácil y en medio de la diversión hacer lo necesario.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna throw a snowball.
You're going to throw a snowball. We want to see that. See?
LA Zoo Light's Animals Aglow offers visitors a chance to see amazing light displays representing some of the iconic species visitors can observe during the day. This unique chance to see the zoo in all its glory attracts thousands of visitors each year and helps people learn about different animals and their habitats.
So today we have launched our LA Zoo Lights Animals Aglow. It's a 50-night holiday tradition where people can come and see amazing animals lit up in LED lanterns that represent some of the iconic species that they can see by day.
It draws hundreds of thousands of visitors from all over Los Angeles to come and see the zoo in all its glory with incredible lights and really a beautiful spectacle for the family to enjoy.
We have many different animals, and a lot of them are animals that the zoo actually helps save from extinction. So we have California condors, peninsular pronghorns, lots of species of frogs and birds. It's gorgeous.
We're having a ton of fun. We came for the little guy and he's loving it. Our favorite part so far has probably been the iguana that sticks its tongue out like 8 feet. It's pretty cool.
It's so fun and creative, and I love everything about it.
I think everybody in LA should try to come and make it. It's a really great experience.
Highly recommend. Yeah. Highly recommend.
Yeah, every year it gets better and better.
The event runs through January 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. And if they want to know more and find out about the special events in between or to buy tickets, they can go to our website at www.lazoo.org.
In our featured story this week, our own Maria Hallbrown sits down with the executive director of LA Civil Rights, Capri Maddox. They discuss some of the services and resources offered by her department and their goal to create a more equitable Los Angeles. Let's hear this story.
Well, it is always delightful to invite Executive Director Capri Maddox of the Civil and Human Rights and Equity Department into our studio. But today, we're actually visiting her office. We are in the John Lewis Conference Center, and it is so nice to be here. What a great space. You guys moved in recently, did you not?
Yes.
About a year, maybe?
Yes, September of 2021, and we wanted to create a space that not only supported our wonderful, hardworking staff, but we wanted to have a space that was welcoming for the community and really worked for our 41 commissioners that serve on our 5 commissions here at the LA Civil Rights Department.
Well, how is LA Repair doing? And what is it, just as a tiny refresher?
So the LA Repair program gives real people real power over real money to determine where resources should go to serve their community. Community members have the ability to participate in an idea collection phase and to weigh in on how these dollars are spent. And one thing I wanted to add about the 9 communities that were selected from all over our city, from the Valley, South LA, East LA, these are areas that were hard hit by injustices in the past, such as redlining. So if you look at the redlining maps from the 1930s, those communities are still hardest hit when you think about high COVID-19 deaths, education levels, or even environmental hazards. And so we want to be intentional to help the people that need the resources, and that is a true response to equitable needs in the city of Los Angeles.
And a piece of that healing process that you've also been working on, the idea of reparations. How is that working out, and what is the umbrella of the word reparation when it comes to LA Civil Rights?
Well, of course, you hear the word repair in there, and you can't repair a harm without acknowledging it.
Right.
There are times, Maria, where I feel like I'm playing hate whack-a-mole, where we make sure we address something that has happened to one community, and then something else pops up. But I feel like our staff is empowered because we get a chance to do something about it. And we know what happens in Los Angeles has an impact on what happens in the world. And so I am mindful of that every day we come to work here at the LA Civil Rights Department, because we want to be a solution. We want to be a model. We want to be leaders on what is working and how we can shape a better tomorrow, not only for Los Angeles, but for our entire world.
Take part in the tradition of Las Posadas at El Pueblo. Attend the family-friendly 19th Annual Winter Festival, or enjoy some holiday magic at Snow Night in Lemert. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join in recreating the journey of Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem through the tradition of Las Posadas at El Pueblo de Los Angeles. This nightly event has taken place on Olvera Street since its founding in 1930. Las Posadas is a 9-day event telling the story of the road to Bethlehem through traditional songs, colorful costumes, and vibrant music, as the original story of Christmas comes to life. A candlelight procession and breaking of a piñata cap off each night. Las Posadas is free and open to the public. Join in Friday, December 16th through Saturday, December 24th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. at the El Pueblo Historical Monument. For more information, log on to culturala.org/events. Once a year, Los Angeles becomes a winter wonderland, and 2022 will be the most wintry year yet. Experience the magic of the holiday season at the Expo Center's 19th Annual Winter Festival. The Winter Festival will immerse you in a magical holiday wonderland with food, shopping, games, live music, and snow sledding on real snow. Kick off your holiday season Saturday, December 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Expo Center. This family-friendly free event is sponsored by LA's Department of Rec and Parks. Check out laparks.org/expo for more information. Can't get enough winter festivities? Holiday celebrations abound for the entire family at Snow Night in Leimert. The festival transforms Leimert Park into a snowy paradise with endless opportunities for memory making. Enjoy the magic of the holiday season with past Winter Wonderland favorites as well as all new activities. You'll be surrounded by the sounds and sights of the season as this Winter Wonderland brings the entire community together for one magical holiday event full of ice skating, snow sledding, live music, and a holiday market. For all those that stayed off the naughty list, grab a photo with Santa himself. Snow Night in Leimert happens Friday, December 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. For more info, visit cd10.lacity.gov. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's it for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org, and we're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.